El sábado pasado se dio inicio a la exhibición fotográfica titulada Preservando la cultura del Second Line de Nueva Orleans. Los desfiles del Second Line, esa fiesta en movimiento lleno de música, baile y diversión, ese ícono de Nueva Orleans, fue alguna vez amenazado con extinguirse, pero sigue vivo y próspero. Y una nueva exhibición de fotos contemporáneas nos traen la vitalidad de esa cultura desde sus personajes principales. Esta es una exhibición de fotos única, que reúne trabajos de fotógrafos contemporáneos. Después de Katrina, aparecieron nuevos grupos de desfiles con nuevas vestimentas e innovando los pasos de baile, atrayendo a multitudes. Esta exhibición cuenta con trabajos de 7 fotógrafos contemporáneos y tuve la oportunidad de conversar con alguno de ellos.
I'm Charles Lovell, and I curated this exhibition for the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation about second line traditions in New Orleans. There are 11 photographers in this exhibition who have photographed from the early 1990s to the present, all on the African-American tradition of second line parades, social aid and pleasure clubs, which is tens of thousands of people participate every Sunday in New Orleans. I have been personally photographing for 10 years.
It was a real hard pain, took us.
But this project has been done in the past 3 months. I'm trying to get capture the essence of the second line parade in New Orleans, and some of it has to do with dancing, it can have to do with music, it can have to do with the costumes, but trying to present the quintessential essence of what it's like to be at one of these New Orleans second line parades.
My name is LJ, and I'm a photographer, and I was invited to participate in this show of other photographers who photograph the second line culture of New Orleans, and I'm honored. I'm a purist. I'm very interested in full frame photography. If you see the black border around the frame, it means that there's no cropping, there's no Photoshop magic. Everything was done with traditional darkroom techniques. What you see through the viewfinder when you make the photograph is the game. This photograph here is a long story. The club commissioned me to enlarge this photograph to 8 feet by 12 feet to hang in front of their clubhouse for their parade in 2005. So we hung it for their parade after Katrina on their clubhouse, and all the members of the club made their photograph in front of this photograph. And then they've been doing that every year for the last 10 years, so it's a photograph in front of a photograph in front of a photograph. Mine was the first to start off the series. It was made September 5th, 1999, around 2:45 p.m. This is my daughter.
Hi, you're going to be interviewed?
You're going to be interviewed.
You look like you're going to be on TV.
Yep, she was born way after this parade.
Hi, my name is Rachel Brindlin. I'm the co-director of the Neighborhood Story Project, which is in partnership with the University of New Orleans, and we're a community bookmaking organization. We make books with schools and grassroots organizations around New Orleans. Our latest book is called Talk That Music Talk, Passing on Brass Band Music in New Orleans the Traditional Way. And it's a big collaborative ethnography project with a bunch of social aid and pleasure clubs and brass band musicians in partnership with the New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park. You got that?
Was I in it? Was I in it?
Hey, how you doing? So I'm one of the photographers here in the exhibit, Michael Master Giovanni, and I go out every Sunday to see these second line parades and celebrations, and as far as I can tell, there's nothing like it anywhere. There's a community of folks that are out at every parade on every Sunday. Everybody gets to know each other. And I think this exhibit is an attempt to celebrate that culture and to bring some attention to the folks that are out there, working class folks, spending their money, making their costumes, and getting out there and putting on a show for everybody Sunday after Sunday. As a photographer, I feel it's the least I can do is to try to document this and bring these pictures out to the community at large. So I think, you know, as a photographer, I'm attempting to capture the moment in these wonderful cultural celebrations that I feel a privilege of being out there and documenting this culture as it happens in the streets of New Orleans. It's just wonderful. You know, again, I look forward to every Sunday of getting out in the street and taking pictures.
Hi, I'm Judy Cooper, and I'm very happy to be part of this exhibition. I've been photographing the second line parades for several years now, and I think it's great that they mounted this exhibition as a tribute to the second line culture of New Orleans. Ready? I've been photographing this tradition since the late 90s, actually, when I first heard about them. And at first I would go to Jazz Fest and see them parading at Jazz Fest. And then I began to make contact with the members of the culture and found out where to find their parades on the streets of the city. So now I go to a second line every Sunday, somewhere in New Orleans. There is a parade. If it's Sunday, there's a parade. There's a good parade tomorrow called Sudan that will start not very far from here at all.
I'm honored to be here among these great documenters of history. These are my two pieces that are in the show. This one is the Men of Unity second line, this is on Chapatula Street. It's towards the end of it, and Big Chief Monk Boudreaux, who is Mardi Gras Indian, he also does the outfits for the second lines, and he's a good friend of mine. He invited me to go to this specific one because it was the first one he actually participated in on the streets in 30 years because he's always playing music. So, very special photograph at the end of that very long, very long, the longest one I had been into that point. It lasted from 12 to about 7 p.m. and good times that day. Very special photograph there, and very special place we live here. That's it.
Pueden visitar la muestra de lunes a viernes desde las 10 de la mañana hasta las 4:30 de la tarde y la entrada es gratuita a todo público. La galería está situada en el 1205 North Rampart Street y la exposición está abierta hasta el 16 de diciembre.